To fully appreciate this story, let's go back to 1999. Nicole Adkins was in a bad place.
I had 3 little kids. They was all young, 5 and below.
Facing divorce, she did not have enough money to pay her bills. She had a van she could not make payments on and did not have money to put food on the table. So she turned to a food pantry for help.
I was rejected because I had a vehicle that was being repossessed. And a lot of people seen, yes, I had a brand new van, but they didn't realize that the repo man was right around the corner to come and get it. And I told the food pantry at the time, and they still rejected us.
Nicole's struggles kept getting worse.
I went from 8 months eating 1 meal every 3rd day.
It took time, but help from friends, strangers, and eventually even a little luck helped get her out of rock bottom. Then in 2015, she was in much better shape emotionally. She could pay her bills, and this happens.
A church locally that I belonged to needed help with Thanksgiving and Christmas, and me and my couponing group actually came into play to be able to supply food for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It was at that point Nicole said to herself she was ready to fight back against hunger. Out of her own home, she and some volunteers created With God's Grace and started offering mobile food pantries in our area.
When a child is going hungry, I know how that feels, and I don't want a child or a human being in our community going without food.
You want cereal?
Fast forward to last year, and With God's Grace got to work on this old vacant building. And in December, opened its first free grocery store for people facing everyday struggles with food.
But when I started With God's Grace, I never thought that we was going to get this big.
She's right. It is big and offers more than just food.
So if it's job or job training, or if they need child care, there's so many different resources that we could offer our clients.
This is all true.
Every day, volunteer Betty Harmon sees how hard Nicole works. And she reached out to Jeff Schmidt Auto Group to nominate Nicole for Jeff's Heroes program.
It's exciting to see something good happening for somebody who gives back so much.
The program got dozens of nominations, but in the end, it picked Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Congratulations, you are our first Jeff's Hero.
You guys are joking, right?
We're not joking. Congratulations.
You knew?
The auto group gave With God's Grace a free car and a $10,000 check.
Here in the food store, it's amazing to see what she's been able to do in our community just to give people that need a little help up the opportunity to come in and shop in a normal grocery store and do it at no cost.
Nicole said with the new vehicle, volunteers will no longer have to use their own cars.
It actually just helps benefit With God's Grace even more to be able to utilize a vehicle that we could go and pick up donations for the community to be able to help them.
And what happens here every day warms people's hearts, especially when they can share stories like this.
We have a 74-year-old man that comes in, and he said now he's going to live to 115 because now he's able to eat healthy, because before he wasn't able to afford it.
You know, while talking with Nicole, she puts it best this way.
I am very grateful, and I never in a million years thought that I would have won this. I never thought that this was even a possibility, but I want to say thank you, because anybody that knows me, I will give back to them 100 times more.
And together, she and all the volunteers here are making a difference.